Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a great day and a great evening, and I hope it's been a great week for you so far, no matter what day it is. My name is Dominic, I'm the leader here at The Heart, and I want to say welcome to Connect Group. When you choose to be a part of these, you are living out the mission and vision that we have here at The Heart, and that is to connect people to the heart of God, and we believe that that happens best in groups. So before you go, I want you to find your group leader and say thank you so much for what you do. The people hosting, they might be the same as their group leader, they might not. Find out who those people are and say thank you so much, because without them, we wouldn't be able to make nights like tonight happen. So thank you so much for being here and being a part of this with us. I want to encourage you that as we go through the night, we're going to have a couple of questions. And the way we kind of do these connect groups is we have 3 or 4 questions. Tonight there's going to be 4, and they're questions loosely based on what we discussed Sunday morning. So if you were there, the discussion topics will seem familiar, but even if you weren't able to be at church and you haven't listened to the podcast, you still can be easily a part of the conversation. And we want to know your thoughts. We want to know your feelings on these questions. I want to encourage you to be brave and to be bold, because when you share what you're thinking, when you share the kind of things that you have on your heart, you help all of us grow and learn. And in fact, even if you don't want to share and you don't feel like being a part of the discussion, I want to encourage you to be fine with that. That it's safe to just sit here. It's safe to just be a part of the conversation and to listen, because many times when we're listening, we're processing, and you get just as much out of group as the people that speak. So I want to encourage you to be exactly who you are, exactly where you are, to not feel pressure to do anything. So let's go ahead and jump into these questions. We are in week 4 of our series, Influence. And what we've been doing is taking some time and understanding what it means to have influence in people's lives, and what it looks like for the people in our life to have influence in us. We want to look around us and see the people that are around us. Are they the people that we want around us? Are they helping us grow? Are they helping us to become the people that we want to become? Are we remembering what God has done in our life and helping, using that to help others around us? Now, this past Sunday, we dug into it a little bit using some scriptures, and I'm going to have them up on the screen a little bit, but it was in Hebrews chapter 10, verses 24 and 25. We also looked at the book of Acts, chapter 2, verses 46 and 47. And then we looked a little bit at Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4. So I want to encourage you to get your Bibles out, or your digital Bibles out, and have those scriptures ready. I want to look at maybe different translations or different versions of the Bible and help us to get a good understanding of what these scriptures could be telling us about the nature of God. That's what we want to do, is we want to know God more. We don't want to just know more about Him. We want to be in a relationship with Him and connect with Him on a deep level. So the first question I have for tonight is it's going to be about community. That's what we've been talking about in Influence, is about community. And I want you to describe a time when you were a part of a truly empowering community. There was people around you who were empowering you to be your best self. You were able to empower others to be their best self, and you became a better person for it. So I want you to think through when you were part of a community. Maybe it was a group of friends, or maybe it was at a job you had, or maybe in your family it's like that. Whatever happens to be, any type of community where you were a part of an empowering community. You felt empowered. And then also on the flip side, I want us to talk a little bit, maybe you've never been able to be a part of a community like that, and you were able to, or you were in a community that was destructive, where in this community, it was not encouraged to be open with your feelings. It was not encouraged to have free thought, and you needed to kind of conform to the community. You needed to act like them so you wouldn't be called out or wouldn't be made fun of or whatever it was. So I want you to describe a time when you were part of an empowering community. And if you were, I want you to describe a time also, or instead of, when you were a part of a destructive community. So let's take some time and dig into that. And again, I want to encourage you to be bold and to be brave and share what's on your heart, because when you share, it helps all of us learn more and grow more and take steps in this journey of faith. All right, let's take a few minutes, talk through that together, see what you guys come up with. All right, I hope you guys had some great discussion there. I want to dig into a little bit more and be maybe even a little bit more specific. And I want to talk about the people that you meet on a regular basis with. The people that you're seeing daily, the people that you're seeing weekly, maybe every month. Do the people that you meet with regularly improve your life? If you took a second and looked at the people around you, are these people that you meet with regularly, are they improving your life on a daily basis? Are they helping you to become the person that you want to become? Are they helping you to accomplish the things in your life that you really want to accomplish? So let's take some time to talk about that. Do the people that you meet with or hang out with regularly, are they helping you improve your life? Why or why not? So again, be brave and be bold. Share what's on your heart, and let's talk through this and see what you guys can think through. All right, now in that same vein of community, that same kind of discussion there, what I want to do is I want to find out from you is if you have ever intentionally avoided seeking community for whatever reason it might be. I want you to describe a time to us, again, if you're feeling bold and feeling brave, where you have intentionally avoided seeking community or intentionally avoided community, whether that be church or maybe sometimes you don't come to Connect Group, or maybe this is your first time and you've been avoiding it. Maybe you have come to Connect Group before and you stopped for a long time and you're back tonight. I want to understand, and I want you guys to be able to explain what were the times in your life where you avoided seeking that community, where you avoided being a part of something bigger than you, and why you would do that, why you would take that risk, or why you would avoid being a part of a community or seeking community. So let's take a few minutes, talk through that, and see what you guys think. All right, now the last question of the evening, we always want to make it an application question. Okay, what are we learning? What are we talking about? What are we trying to understand? And then how can we apply that into our life? How can we move forward with our life by bringing these things we're learning and putting them in the real world? Because we're not trying to just get smarter, right? We're not trying to just learn more. We want to be able to learn more, but apply it into our lives. So in the sense of community, in the sense of bringing people into our mess, in the sense of inviting people into a community or us being invited into community, what I want to know, I want to take some time talking, and I want you to think about the people in your life. Again, what we've been doing with influence is I want you to look around you. Who are the people in your life? Who are the people that you see daily, that you see weekly? And I want to ask you, and I want to talk through it, is who can and will you invite to the heart in the coming weeks, to church on Sunday with you, 9:30 and 11? Who can and will you invite to these Connect groups? Who can benefit from these things that are benefiting you, these things that bring you joy? How can you invite someone into that and they can receive joy? These things that bring you peace, how can you invite somebody into those things and bring them peace as well? These things that you're doing that are growing your faith in major ways, in huge transformational ways, who is around you that you can invite and say, look, it's an easy step. It's nothing big. I don't want you to convert religions, but what would it look like for you to come to church with me on a Sunday? Look, I don't want anything crazy, and you don't have to talk if you don't want to, but I want to see if you want to come with me to Connect Group and be a part of a community that is helping me to become the person I want to become. So who can and will you invite? And there's power in making this commitment. There's power in saying this out loud to each other, because once you say it out loud, then you've said, okay, well, I wish I can invite Brian, who I work with, or I want to invite Steve or Lauren, whoever I'm going to work with or going to school with, and I'm going to invite them to church. I'm going to see what that looks like. I'm going to invite them to Connect Group. There's power in that, and it's only to encourage. It's not to make you feel guilty, but how can we take that step? How will you take that step and invite someone into a community where you find life, where you find freedom, and where you find grace? So let's take a few minutes, think through that, talk through that, and let's hear some names. And this is the last question for tonight. So I love you guys too much. I'll see you Sunday morning, 9:30 and 11, unless we hang out and party before then, and then I'll see you then. All right, love you guys. Hope you have a great night and a great rest of your week.